Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is the second installment in my skincare series. Today's a little bit different. I'm going to show you, well, first off I'm going to explain to you what facial cupping is, and then secondly I'm going to show you. The reason I'm doing this video is because number one, I've seen some serious benefits from this procedure. Secondly, when I read about it in a magazine, and then I googled it, because obviously, like, if you want to learn something, where do you go? You go YouTube. And I actually didn't find any very good videos. So this is a bloody good video. I'm going to make a good video about facial cupping. Okay, move on. So facial cupping comes from cupping. Now, then they are the same thing, they are linked, but they're not at the same time. If you know what cupping is, I don't want you to freak out, because I'm going to explain I'm going to explain the connection. So if you know what cupping is, you can ignore this bit, but for those of you who don't know, so cupping is a technique used to do all sorts of things, right? So if you were on social media and whatever, you might have seen people like Gwyneth Paltrow, Michael Phelps, and quite a lot of other people actually step out, and they have these huge, like, ring-like bruise, and they're big, they're like this big, and they're like these bruises on their backs. That is from cupping. Now, we're not going to do that for your face. I don't want you to freak out. We're not going to do that, okay? So don't. Shh. This is a nice thing. So cupping, I googled it this morning, because I've seen the marks, I've seen the pictures. I actually didn't know what cupping was. So apparently, according to Google, cupping has been around since the Egyptians. Apparently they started the whole thing off back in 3000 BC. So this shit's old, yeah? But now apparently it is a traditional Chinese medicine. This is what it is these days. I don't know how they made the change, but apparently they did. So So cupping is used to treat quite a lot of conditions, including chronic pain, digestive ailments, anxiety, stress, asthma, pneumonia, fatigue, insomnia, and chronic headaches. By cupping increases the circulation to soften tight muscles, loosen adhesions, fix connective tissues, improve blood flow to the tissues, and drain excessive fluids and toxins by opening lymphatic pathways. Shit, don't I sound so clever saying stuff like that? I am reading it off Google though. Oh, again, you've probably seen this. If you haven't, it is actually quite interesting to watch. So, cupping jars, which can be glass, bamboo, or plastic, are placed on the skin and used as a vacuum to suction out the air. More traditional practitioners opt for glass, which oftentimes includes using a flame to help raise the tissue partially into a cup, and is left for about 15 minutes. Now the cup is about this big, right? It's like a round thing. It looks like a bit like a light bulb actually, but the bottom where it attaches to the skin is big. It's like this big. Like I said, go watch a video. It is interesting. Facial cupping. The connection is the suction thing, okay? That's all the connection is. It's the suction, right? So when I read about it, I obviously started to research it. And the best website I found is cuppingresource.com. They kind of just explain everything in like 5 paragraphs, and that's what I like. I don't like doing extensive reading because I find it boring. So, introduction to facial cupping. So facial cupping is an excellent form of non-invasive treatment that can work to minimize the effects of sun and environmental damage and aging, which, let's be real, that's why we're here, yeah. So it is completely safe to use, since it does not involve surgery and long recuperation time, chemicals, or any other potentially harmful and painful procedures. So facial cupping has been used by many people across Europe, Russia, and Asia, and is found to be very effective in eliminating wrinkles and lending a smooth texture to the skin. How cupping works. So facial cupping is done by using customized cups, which I will show you in a minute. That are specifically designed for treatments on the neck, face, and upper chest. The reverse suction that is applied works to gently lift the facial tissues, which is like the cupping, by the way. So this results in massaging of the tissue, because of which blood circulation and the draining of the lymph nodes is stimulated. As a result, the tissues receive a fresh supply of oxygen and nutrients, and waste from the cells and other harmful toxins and substances are eliminated. Excess fluid is also drained and the facial muscles relax with the movement of the suction cups. So, beauty benefits of facial cupping. That's why we're here as well. So the effects brought about by the cupping can have several aesthetic benefits that work on both dry and oily skin. So number 1, the drainage of the fluid in the lymph glands results in reduced edema and puffy appearance. Secondly, better nutrition brought to the skin helps bring a young glow to the skin. We like the sound of that, don't we? Any beauty products used post-treatment are absorbed better and are more effective. Thirdly, the lifting motion reduces the visible fine lines, wrinkles and scarring because of injuries or acne. The skin also looks plumper. Further, the connecting tissue under facial skin is stimulated so that it heals and reduces smile and laugh lines. So basically, if you have a massive ass mouth like me, you get these deep ass wrinkles. Apparently this is supposed to help. Please God help. And fourthly, massaging movements help relax tense facial muscles, resulting in a softer, younger appearance. Because we all want that. So a procedure, which you're about to now see. So a facial cupping session typically lasts for about 30 minutes, which is very true. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to want to do it for about 30 minutes because it actually does feel nice. And you'll be able to see the difference in your skin quite immediately. So the therapist will begin by cleaning the skin and applying therapeutic oils. A light massage is given to the face and neck, and then the cupping begins. I'm about to show you all of this, but let's just ignore the therapist because we're going to do this on our own. So, precautions to take before and after cupping. I want you guys to listen to this, okay? Patients are advised to avoid the use of makeup and any other applications when arriving for the session. They're also asked to drink lots of water for hydration and removal of toxins from the body. So, that's done. So, all I want you to do now is I want you to go get a massive blooming glass of water and drink it. Then I want you to go and take off all your makeup. If you've got makeup on. If you don't, then just go wash your face. I have to go clearly just take off all my makeup and wash my face. And then I want you to come back with a completely bare skin. I don't want anything on it. I just want you to wash it, clean it, however you want to do it. But then I don't want you to have anything on it. Okay? Good. Glad. Now, on to the actual tutorial. Right, so first up, I'm going to show you the facial cupping set. Now, I bought mine on Amazon and I believe it was like $3.99, right? I've never used another one, so I can't say this is like amazing. I can't say there are better ones out there or this one's shit or anything. I think this is really good, right? But that's because I've never tried any other ones. So, I'm just letting you know. So, the one that I get it from is, it says My Facelift. It comes with 3 little things, and that's actually still got water in it, so my bad. The first one is it comes with a little suction cup. Yes, easy. Secondly, it comes with a big suction cup, and as you can see, it says My Facelift on it. This is a big one. It's really weird, isn't it? And thirdly, it comes with one of these. Right now, I see this as like a tiny little mini exfoliation little thingy bob. I'm not entirely sure, but I really like the feel of it. There's in my fingers. The last thing that you are going to need is some form of oil because it sticks really hard. So you're going to need something super oily to move it around your face. Now, I just use coconut oil. You can use whatever you want as long as it's oil. But I think coconut oil works super nicely and it just feels really nice on my skin. So, now I'm going to show you guys how to actually do it. So, first thing is first, oil. Whatever oil you've chosen. I've chosen my coconut oil. Now, I would keep this at hand because the suction cups are going to suck. The suction cups are going to suck quite a lot of it up, okay? Now, you're going to want to put quite a lot of oil on your face because, as I said, like, it is just, you're about to see. If you do it yourself, it's mad. Once you have a sufficient amount of oil on your face, which I think I do because all I can see is the light just beaming off my face. I know it's business. What you're going to do is you're going to take this little thingy-mabob and we're going to start to stimulate the skin with the oil. So once you're feeling sufficiently stimulated, I'm so sorry, I try not to be so immature, but I just can't help it sometimes. Okay, so moving swiftly on. Once you feel like you feel, you're going to take your little one. You're going to take your little suction cup. Now, what I use for this one is I use it here, like around my mouth, and I use it on my lips, because you see a difference on your lips. And then I use it here around the eyes. So, the suction cups work by, if you hold them like that, and then you stick them on. Yeah, you get the gist. You don't want to hold them on though. The number one rule of when you're doing this is not to leave them in one place for too long. That's how you're going to cause bruising. And I do believe if you do, it's going to possibly hurt. So now once you've done that, we're going to go in and do our eyes. Now you want sweeping up motions. Now you'll see your skin start to get red. Do not worry, nothing's happening, except the blood is coming to the surface of the skin. So now that we've just done the little one, we're going to go in with the bigger one now. So this is exactly the same motions, but what you're going to do is you're going to go up, right, and up, right, up, and up. Now this one is obviously due to its size. It's a lot more sucky. Now as you can see, I think you can probably see the skin being pulled. Now what you're going to start seeing is my skin is going to go red, okay? But don't, as I said earlier, don't worry. I do this a lot and the redding does not last for very long, okay? Now, up and up. Now, around the chin, this is what I do. It's going to go around and around and around and then up here and up here. Because I'm going to attack my smile lines like no one's business. Now we're going to move on to the forehead. Now again, it's the same kind of motions. We're going to go up and up. So now that we're all done, the procedure that you've just done is going to take about half an hour, right? So I like to say I take about 5 to 7 minutes doing around here, and then about 10 minutes on these sides, right? I think once you start, right, you'll kind of get the gist of how long you want to go for, etc, etc. Also, when you first start, it is quite hard to get the hang of sucking and pulling and sucking and pulling, but that does come, practice makes perfect. Now, as you can see, my face is quite red, okay? Now that is expected to happen because you are sucking, so the blood is coming to the skin. Now at this point it's up to you what you want to do. I like to wash my face. I suffer from quite bad breakouts, so oil is not my thing. So I'm going to go wash my face and I'll see you back in a second. So now that you're sufficiently washed, now you can continue with either your normal skincare regime, whatever you choose. I am going to whack on some moisturiser. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Now that's all done, you can admire your handiwork. So when you're coming to do this, I do this about, so how many times should you facial cup? Now, that's the one thing that I couldn't really find answered on the internet. It says, depending on your skin type, you can do as many as 3, 4, 5 times a week. So now I do it about 3 times a week. So as you can see, the redness is still a little bit there, but you can see a huge, I think personally, you can see a huge difference in the skin's appearance. The feeling of my skin is absolutely amazing as well. It just feels so nice, it feels so plump. I'm just like, yes, look, look, look. Other than the fact that I may look like a tomato, but I promise you the redness does go down. You will see. So that is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Most importantly, I hope you have learned something. If you guys already facial cup and you're just watching this because you want to see how other people do it, let me know how you do it. I'd love to know. I'd also love to know what you use. If you don't facial cup and you're about to start, let me know how it goes. I want to know. So comment below. Also, if you find any facial cupping sets, let me know as well. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And that is it from me today, and I will see you guys next time.